Dragging your past into your future is the easiest way to repeat everything you never want to happen again. Hey guys, I'm Kaya Garcia, relationship expert. And let me just say, so many single women who are really beautiful and intelligent and smart and wealthy, they're so afraid of repeating the past that what do? Repeat the past. And so how does that happen? How do they say, I'm just so scared. I don't want to be burned again. I don't want to be cheated on again. I don't want to waste my time with someone who's not going to commit to me. When you replay your devastating thoughts of failure inside of yourself, you are literally recreating that failure, because energetically what you focus on grows. So if you focus on the fact that you've been hurt and burned and there's no good men out there and there's some people who have cheated or been abusive, you're in that space of fear. Your nervous system can't even relax to absorb, appreciate, and attract a man who would be so different than that and who would be so much more kind and caring and loving, because you're not looking for someone who's kind and caring and loving. You're just like, I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to be burned again. I don't want him to cheat on me again. I don't want to waste my time with someone who's never going to hurt me again. And so when you're so focused on the past and hurt, guess what you're attracting? More things similar to the past that will likely cause hurt. And there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing bad about you, and there's nothing that isn't so lovable about you. It's a mindset. We need to believe and realize that there's a whole world of quantum physics, of reality, of spirituality. Our thoughts have a lot of power. When you speak to people who are millionaires and billionaires, they don't just say, well, I worked really hard. They're like, mindset. Because your mindset changes your execution, changes who you attract, changes what you allow. It's not just about being pretty or dating a bunch or having a bunch of resumes or going on a bunch of apps or going on a bunch of dates. It's about what you believe in your head is going to happen out after the date. And if you're so worried and staying in the past, replaying the past over and over again, well, he abused me and he left me and he didn't propose to me, so this guy's probably going to do the same. Well, guess what? You're going to attract someone who's going to do the same, and nothing to do with you. It's only to do with literally what you're searching for in the world. There's this really powerful realization that certain things change based on who observes them. So in quantum physics, certain things take form, and it could take one form or the other, and it literally only decides which form to take based on who's observing it. And so we are the observers to the matter and the men in our life. And if you're observing men and thinking that they're all going to cheat or they're all losers or there's no good men out there or there's no rich men out there, you're just going to bring that into you. And so we really need to let go of your past. Let go of your past. Forgive yourself. Baby girl, you didn't know any better. Baby girl, you didn't know any better. You didn't know any better. If you're a 6, 7, or 8 figure businesswoman, you did not just make that money from the get-go, right? You had to learn. You had to make mistakes. You had to overcome. You had to realize and learn what different terminology is. You had to overcome hurdles and wrong self-limiting beliefs to make your money. Doesn't mean you were never going to make your money. It was just you needed to re-believe in a better future. And the same thing goes with love. You need to believe in a better future, in a better you, that you are so lovable, that there is the right man out there who is not going to hold you against your past and think poorly of you for your past. And you can release your shame. The reason women repeat patterns by accident of reattracting the wrong men is because subconsciously they don't believe they're 100% lovable or 100% good or 100% worthy of someone just loving them for who they are. They think, well, I have to do things. I have to be pretty. I have to be worthy. I have to cheer them on. I have to see their potential. I have to give them great advice. I have to help them through something. No, baby girl, you can relax. You're lovable for who you are and not what you do. Your past doesn't define your future. The men that you attracted before could be vastly different than the next one you're going to attract. And even if you attract someone similar, if you know the skills and the tools to love yourself and increase your worth, you can say goodbye on one date, in one phone call, in one interaction. You don't have to be afraid to shackle yourself to your past mistakes. You just didn't know. But if you know, And if you don't know, I have so many free resources, or you could take my mastermind. Like if you don't know how to love yourself, increase your standards, and have the right skill sets on healthy and unhealthy behavior in dating, great, come to me, I'll educate you. But once you know, you can't unknow. Once you see, you can't unsee. So be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to love. Allow yourself to be seen and vulnerable. Relax into dating. Relax into loving yourself. Break the shame and forgive yourself for your past mistakes and the past things that you allowed men to do. A big part of healing is forgiving yourself for allowing people to have hurt you before you knew how to protect you. So the way that you can forgive yourself is look into the mirror and say, I really love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry that I allowed other people to hurt you and I didn't protect you the way that I know that you needed me to. I really love you. I promise that if you talk to me again, I will never hurt you or ignore you or neglect you. Like, I'm so committed to loving you. And if there's something wrong and we feel it together, I promise I won't push for the relationship to work. I promise I won't try to message him and see if we can go out again. I promise I'll listen. I promise I'll hear. And when you can really talk to yourself and connect to who you are and what you deserve and what you really want, like, you won't repeat the same mistakes. It's impossible. You're not the same person. You don't allow the same things. And the other thing is to journal. Write love notes to yourself and to your inner child and say, like, dear mini me, I love you. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I'm so sorry I allowed someone to hurt you when you needed protection and that I sustained pain when I could have left. I promise never to do that to you again. I'm committed to you. I love you. Love, and you write your own name. When you develop a relationship with self and a higher level of self-love, you actually no longer crave that real need of love and attention from other people because you're actually getting your needs met from you to you, which is really how all of our needs are really originated from, right? Like all of our needs really are our own needs. We need love. We need attention. We need food, water, and sleep. Well, guess who's going to give that to us? Ourselves. All of our needs really need to be met by ourselves. And so you can have bonus love, you can have bonus attention, you can have bonus snuggles, you can have bonus food, you can have bonus drinks, but who you need is yourself and God. And connect with yourself, your inner child, something higher than you, and realize that your past does not predict your future. You have so much time, you have so much ability to learn, you have so many emotional intuitions to connect. So keep on loving yourself. And if you are a 6, 7, or 8 figure businesswoman and you want to learn how to love yourself and how to not only not repeat the patterns of the past, but genuinely attract your dream relationship into your reality, then send me a DM and I'll see if you can apply to my mastermind. I'm so here for you to grow to that next level. And it starts with you choosing you. Peace.